All right, so for this assignment, I have my good friend Daniel here. Could you just introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. My name is Daniel Kwak. I'm a high school mathematics teacher. I teach geometry at Stafford High School.
Is it Stafford or
Stafford.
Stafford High School? Okay. And what district is that in?
It's in the Stafford Municipal School District,
Oh, okay.
MSD.
Okay. So I'll just go straight into the questions that I have for you.
Go ahead.
About how many students do you work with?
I work with about 190 students.
190
I
students?
teach 7 class periods.
Okay, so standard 7 class periods. And out of those, how many are English language learners?
From what I remember, I have 6 English language learners.
Out of the whole 190, you have 6?
About
Oh,
6.
okay.
Mhm.
And around what level of English are your ELL students at?
So most of my English language learners, they're proficient in English, except for one student I have who cannot speak English at all.
Like
Absolutely.
absolutely zero. Okay.
Very minimal.
And for your proficient one, they're like us. They're speaking very well, and
Absolutely.
they're bilingual.
Bilingual
Okay.
at this point.
And go ahead. You were gonna say something.
They're designated ELL, but they're proficient in
Oh, okay.
English.
Okay. Does the specific ELL student does he or she have a translator with them at all times?
They don't have a translator with them at all times. I tried to sit my English learner with a Spanish speaker,
Okay.
but he also utilizes his phone as well for specific
Oh,
translation.
like Google Translate machines stuff. And do you think it's beneficial that they don't have a translator, or so they're more immersed into like the English language experience?
It definitely gives the pressure on them to really learn English as
Right.
quickly as possible.
Okay.
I try to help my English language learners by making a language-rich environment.
Okay.
With word walls, with I have a lot of different English vocabulary.
Okay.
And if they can see the vocabulary and hear it every day,
Okay.
it really helps them understand.
Right.
But I believe, in my opinion, having them seated with another Spanish speaker who's a student,
Right.
is more beneficial. I haven't had a translator within my classroom,
Right.
but I believe for this particular student in the early stages, it
Right.
would be beneficial.
Oh, you think it's more beneficial that the translator is actually a student because they're on kind of on the same level of like intellect and everything?
In the beginning.
Okay. And what do you think is the most difficult part about teaching your ELL student?
ELL student. Definitely the language barrier.
Right, language barrier, of course.
I have my lesson plan, I have my lesson created, but definitely when I come up with different examples, I want to be able to relate it to my student,
Okay.
but there's a bit of a language barrier.
Okay.
So I usually speak with another Spanish speaker to see if they can translate it for my student.
Okay. And what specific part? You say you teach geometry. What specific part of geometry do you think is harder to relay the information to your ELL student?
Not the problem solving.
Right.
The algebra he can follow through.
Right.
But definitely just acquiring and learning just new terms, terminology, vocabulary, the different theorems.
Okay.
We went over proofs, and the proof section really requires you to understand the specific definitions and vocabulary that you learn.
Right.
Geometry, and that's one of the sections that he struggled with.
Okay.
Versus the problem solving.
Mm-hmm.
I can teach that to him with very minimal use of language.
Right. Because there's numbers and stuff. Okay. And do you use the same materials for the ELL student than your non-ELL students? The same exact materials? Or is there anything different that you can see?
So with my ELL student, I provide the same examples, but at the same time, I provide additional activities for him to explore with, and to really, again, the goal and the objective is not only the main topic at hand that we learn, be it learning about parallel lines, learning about transversals, but also for the ELL student to really be exposed to the vocabulary, the words. And for that to happen, he really needs to be in a language-rich classroom, which I try to do.
Okay. Do you find